You can troubleshoot any server, configure any firewall, and debug the most complex code. So why do IT projects still fail? Why do clients get frustrated? And why do unexpected disasters still derail your best work? Because technical skills are only half the battle. Today, we're covering the 3 non-technical superpowers that separate good IT professionals from great ones: project management, risk assessment, and advanced customer service. In IT, winging it is not a strategy. We need a framework to turn ideas into completed, successful implementations. For most IT work, we don't use old-school, rigid plans. We use Agile principles, work in short, focus sprints, deliver value frequently, and adapt to change. This means breaking a big project, like upgrade the network, into small, manageable tasks. 1. Research switches. 2. Configure test unit. 3. Deploy to first floor. A key concept here is the MVP, or minimum viable product. What is the absolute simplest version of this that works? Deploy that first, then improve. Don't try to boil the ocean. Use a Kanban board, like Trello or Azure DevOps, with columns for to-do, in progress, and done. This creates visibility and limits how much you're juggling at once. And establish a communication rhythm. Hold a daily 15-minute stand-up meeting with the team. What did I do yesterday? What will I do today? What is blocking me? This keeps everyone aligned and moving forward. Now, let's talk about seeing around corners. A good IT pro fixes problems. A great IT pro stops them from happening in the first place. This is the skill of foresight. We do this by systematically identifying risks, asking, what could go wrong? Then, we plot them on a simple grid: likelihood versus impact. High likelihood and high impact risks are your top priority. Low likelihood but high impact risks are what your disaster recovery plan is for. Let's look at some common examples. Risk: this software update could break a legacy application. The mitigation: test the update in an isolated sandbox environment first. Risk: this hard drive in the server is 5 years old and could fail. The mitigation: proactively replace it during scheduled maintenance and ensure backups are current. Or, a big one, the project depends on one person who might leave. The mitigation: implement pair programming, solid documentation, and cross-training. Next up, the art of IT communication. Your user doesn't care about your elegant code. They care that their workflow is broken. How you communicate determines whether you're seen as a hero or a roadblock. You have to translate tech to human. Don't say, the DNS record wasn't propagating, causing a 502 error. Do say, the website's address book had an old entry, so your computer couldn't find the site. I've updated it, which can take up to an hour to spread everywhere. You also need to manage expectations and emotions. Set clear timelines. This is a high-priority issue. I will have an initial update for you within 2 hours, and I'm aiming for a full resolution by end of day. Practice empathetic listening. I understand this printer issue is stopping you from preparing for your client meeting, and that's incredibly frustrating. I'm going to personally see this through. And be proactive. Don't make the user chase you. If you hit a delay, send a quick update. The replacement part has been delayed. I've found a temporary workaround for you, and will update you tomorrow morning. Let's see how these 3 skills combine to handle a complex situation flawlessly. Imagine you need to lead a company-wide migration from one cloud storage provider to another. Using project management, you define the MVP. Phase 1. Migrate Department A's files by the 15th. You use a Kanban board to track tasks like data mapping, user communication, and cutover. For risk assessment, you identify potential problems like data loss or user confusion. To mitigate this, you perform a pilot migration with a test department and create clear user guides and training videos 2 weeks in advance. Finally, you apply advanced customer service. You send a clear, non-technical email to all staff explaining what's happening, the timeline, and where to get help. You also have a dedicated support channel open during the cutover to instantly handle any questions. Mastering these 3 skills transforms you from a technical resource into a strategic leader. You become the person who doesn't just implement solutions, but who delivers them successfully, safely, and in a way that makes everyone feel supported. What's the biggest non-technical challenge you faced in your IT career? Was it a project, a risk, or a customer situation? Share your story in the comments below. And if you found this valuable, please Please subscribe for more career-advancing IT content. Thanks for watching.